Good day, ma'am. I am Mika Ayub Padsa from the Group 3 Reporters. And today, my topic is research findings of Lux 2017 under the article Motivation Conscious Goal Setting. Edwin A. Luke's research on goal setting theory found that specific and challenging goals lead to higher performance than easy goals. Luke's research also found that the commitment to a goal is most important when the goal is both specific and difficult. Number 1 on the list is goal difficulty. In his view, goals that are not too easy are not motivating, and goals that are too challenging can be detrimental. Ideally, goals should be set at 90th percentile of performance. So, the more na mas mahirap yung na-set natin na goal, mas nagiging motivated tayong i-pursue ito. This was based on his perception. Second on the list is goal commitment. Commitment to a goal is most important when the goal is specific and difficult. As you observe, may similarities din sila nung mga unang theory niya, where his view is people are more likely to be committed to goals that they believe and are important and attainable. Third is goal setting and performances, where this is a positive relationship between goal, difficulty, and task performance. I totally agree with it kasi if there is a cons sa isang bagay, of course, meron din namang pros. Moving on, next is goal setting and the workplace. Goal setting is a major component of workplace performance. Kumbaga, nagiging foundation ito ng performance natin during our work or anything we do, para hindi mapagbigla-bigla ang desisyon that may had lead to the distraction we need to set our goals para naka-organize na siya kumbaga. This Luke's goal setting theory is based on 5 principles, which is clarity, challenge, commitment, and feedback, and also complexity. Moving on to the introduction of my topic. Chuck Canfield is an epitome of success. He has authored 7 books listed in the Guinness Book of World Records as New York Times bestseller, beating Stephen King. Imagine he authored or co-authored 7 books and hindi pa yun yung nakaka-amaze because aside from his hard work space, his work also listed in Guinness Book of World Records as New York Times bestseller. These books are the Chicken Soup for the Soul series, The Success Principle, How to Get from Where You Are to Where You Want to Be, The Power of Focus, The Aladdin Factor, Dare to Win, You've Got to Read This Book, and The Key of Living the Law of Attractions. Chuck Canfield is the chairman and founder of the Canfield Training Group, founder and former chairman of the Chicken Soup for the Soul Enterprises, and was inviting to the 1,000 radio and television program worldwide. And fun fact lang po, he is an American writer and also a motivational speaker. His Chicken Soup for the Soul series is umabot ng 250 titles. Yes, 250 titles lang naman. Example of it is a Chicken Soup for the Mother, the Chicken Soup for Students, for pet lovers, for women, so on and so on. Moving on, let's tackle about his quotes. One of Canfield's featured quotes about success is by taking the time to stop and appreciate who you are and what you have achieved. Perhaps learn through a few mistakes, stumbles, and losses you actually can enhance everything about you. Self-acknowledgement and appreciation are what you give the insights and awareness to move forward higher goals accomplishment. He has very motivational and very well said. He stand by his view, which is, I agree, that we should believe in our ability or to unleash our full potential and learning from our mistakes. In this topic, we will learn more about Canfield's quotes through Albert Bandura's self-efficacy theory, Wick's mindset theory, and Luke's goal setting theory. If you're wondering if sino-sino ba ang mga ito, bakit na nabanggit na ibang pangalan aside from Dr. Canfield, we will dive deeply into this topic, shall we? Canfield's approach to success integrates aspects of all 3 theories he believed in. Number 1 is building confidence in one's ability, which is also Bandura's theory. Number 2 is adapting to growth mindset, which is kay Dweck naman. Number 3 is effective goal setting, which is Luke's theory. So we will tackle about the number 1. Albert Bandura's self-efficacy theory centers are the idea that our belief in our ability to achieve a specific goal or the self-efficacy affects how we approach tasks. If we believe we're capable, we're more likely to face challenges and resilience and put in the effort needed for success. How it connects to Canfield, you may ask? Canfield often emphasizes the importance of self-belief, researching one's potential. For example, he encourages individuals to focus on what they can on they can do rather on their limitations. Honduras theory back this up for high self-efficacy leads to more perseverance even in tough situations. People with strong self-efficacy feel motivated to act, which aligns with Canfield's approach to personal empowerment and achievement. Example, so I'll give a situational example na lang po. Imagine there's a student who doubts their ability to do well in math. If we align it in Bandura's theory, according to Bandura, this low self-efficacy might lead them to give up or quickly avoid study. But, if however they can cultivate a strong belief in their capacity to improve, they are more likely to put the work, tackle challenges, and eventually success. This is what Canfield's emphasis on self-belief aims to foster. Carol Dweck's mindset theory, it's described two ways people view their abilities. A fixed mindset assumes that abilities like intelligence or talent are fixed and unchangeable. A growth mindset believes that abilities can be developed through dedication and effort. How it connects to Canfield? Canfield's message often support the idea of a growth mindset. He encourages taking risks, learning from failures, and continuously improving oneself, core principles of a growth, which is core of the principles of a growth mindset. By viewing setbacks as opportunities to learn rather than proof of one's limit, individuals are more resilient and open to growth, which ultimately leads to greater achievement. So this is a situational example. If an entrepreneur experiences a business failure, a fixed mindset might have them think that I'm just not made out for this business. However, with a growth mindset, they might analyze what went wrong, learn from it, and apply that knowledge in their next venture. See the difference between these two mindsets. In a fixed mindset, he or she would just give up and just accept the tragedy. But if a person had a growth mindset, he or she would think of a solution to that problem, and this mistake serves as a learning. Canfield's teaching on resilience and learning from challenges encourage this growth mindset, which helps people see every experience as one stepping stone to improvement. While number 3, Edwin Luke's goal setting theory argues that specific challenging goals improve performance, specifically when there is a feedback to guide progress. Goals give us direction and increase our motivation, especially when they're clear and challenging enough to be motivating, but realistically enough to be achievable. How it connects to Canfield? Canfield advocates for goal setting as a structured path towards achieving one's dreams. He emphasizes writing down specific goals, breaking them into smaller steps, and tracking progress practices aligned with Luke's theory. By setting clear goals and regularly reviewing them, people can stay focused, motivated, and aware of the action needed to reach their objectives. For example, consider someone wanting to get fit. If they say vague goal like I want to be a healthier, they may not take meaningful action, but if they set a specific challenging goal like I want to run in a 5K in 3 months, they are more likely to make measured progress. Following Canfield's approach, they might break this goal down into smaller steps, like gradually increasing running distance and track their progress, which keeps them engaged and motivated. All of these theories tie together with Canfield's philosophy. The number 8 on Canfield's theory, goal setting along with self-efficacy mediates the effect of knowledge of past performances on subsequent performance. When people receive negative performance feedback, they are typically unhappy and may also experience doubts about their ability. Those who can sustain their self-efficacy under such pressure tend to maintain or even raise their subsequent goals, retain their commitment, intensify their research for better strategies, and thereby improve their subsequent performance. Those who lose confidence will tend to lower their goals, decrease their efforts, and lessen the intensity and effectiveness of their strategy research. According to Bandura's gains in self-efficacy after experiencing failure may be affected by the types of causal affirmative statements people make. Number 9 is goal effect performance. By affecting the direction of action, the degree of efforts exerted, and the persistence of action over time. The directive aspect is very obvious. A person who has a goal to maximize quality of performance will focus more attention and action on a quality than, or for example, quantity or speed. When there is conflict between two or more goals, performance with respect to each goals may be undermined. Effort is roughly proportional to the judged difficulty of the goal, which is why difficulty goals ordinarily lead to higher performance than easy goals. Persistence refers to direct effort extended over time. Harder goals typically lead to more persistent than easy goals because given the commitment, they take longer to reach and may require overcoming more obstacles. This mechanism operates almost automatically or at least routinely once a goal is committed to, because most people have learned by about the age of 6 that if they want to achieve something, they have to pay attention to it, to the execution of their things, exerted the needed and efforts and persistent until it is achieved. There is another more indirect goal and mechanism that of task strategies of or plans. Most goals require the application of task-specific procedure in addition to attention and effort if they are to be attained. Number 10 on the list is the stimulate planning in general. Often the planning quality is higher than that which occurs without goals when people possess tasks and goals relevant plans as a result in experiencing or training they are when confronted with a performance goal. Newly learned plans or strategies are most likely to be utilized under the stimulus of a specific difficult goals. People recognize that goals are called plans and seek either to use what they already know or to make new plans when they want to reach goals. Sometimes such plans are quite pedestrian. Number 11 on the list is when people strive for goals or complex tasks, they are least effective in discovering suitable task strategies. If they have no prior experience or training on the task, B, there is high pressure to perform well, and C, there is high time pressure to perform well immediately. Goals as mediators. Goals along with self-efficacy might mediate the effects of values and personality and performance. This is a firm support for goals and efficacy. Self-efficacy as mediators or feedbacks. Feedback is most effective in motivating improved performances when it is used to set goals. Feedbacks alone is just affirmation to act based on information people need to know if decide what it means. That is what significance it has. In a goal-setting context, this means knowing what good and desirable score if there's a bad or undesirable score. If no such judgment is made, the feedback will probably be ignored. In other words, these variables affect performance through these effects on goals and self-efficacy. Number 12 on the list is goals, including goal commitment. In combination with self-efficacy, mediate or particularly mediate the effects of several personality traits and incentives on performances. The logical behind these models that goals and self-efficacy are the immediate regulators of human actions, and these goals and self-efficacy therefore reflects and the individual's assessment of a value of incentives and of the applicability of values and traits to specific situations. Self-management, goal-directed actions and choices are not specifically enforced or even encouraged by the environmental. Example, organizational demands. People have the choices to manage own lives by setting their own purposes and working to achieve them. Number 13 on the list is goal setting and goal-related mechanism can be trained and or adapted in the absence of training for the purpose of self-regulation effect. Emotion is a type of automatic, partly subconscious, psychological estimate of the relation of things to oneself. More precisely, emotion are the form in which one experience automatized judgment of object, events, and situation are subconsciously perceived and understood. According to the strands of one's value, events and situation seen as threatening to one's value gives rise to negative emotion. Number 14 is goal serves as standards for self-satisfaction with higher goals demanding higher accomplishment in order to attain self-satisfaction than easy goals. Goals can also be used to enhance fast interest, reduce boredom, and promote clarity. Used to punish or intimidate people, however, goals increase stress and anxiety. Goal setting dilemmas. If harder or difficult goals lead to higher performances and lower satisfaction than easy goals, there is obviously a problem on how to get people or oneself to be both happy and productive. There are obvious benefits and penalties of trying for too little in life as well as for trying too much. Obviously, the key principle here is personal context. Life goals must be based on what you really want out of life, not on what the other people want for you, and on your true capabilities. If you want to pursue challenging goals, these goals do not have to attain all at once, but they can be pursued over an extended time period. Lower sub-goals can be set as steps to a longer terms, and higher goals, partial success can be credited by others and oneself. Failure can be treated or framed as a learning experience, not as proof of incompetence. New skills can be acquired as needed, and jobs can be chosen when possible to match your aspirations and abilities. Thus, a difficult juggling act would be required to maintain an effective system. Another possibility would be set goals to motivate people but pay for performance, regardless of goal level. This would be similar to a piece rate system. Alternatively, multiple goals leaves could be set from moderate, easy to always impossible, and they could be proportional to the highest level attained. This would guarantee some rewards even for moderate attainments, but would stimulate higher attainment as well. Incentives can be dangerous if they encourage tunnel visions and thereby the neglect of important non-goal activities. People with growth mindset, there is a room for improvement or performance. With a positive perceived self-efficacy where he or she has high confidence on his or her capabilities and has set specific achievable goals, have high possibilities to attain success in life. That's all, and have a good day, and thank you so much. Bye!